Right from her global warming trip today, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi says she's seen climate change firsthand. Speaking in Berlin after her first visit to Greenland, Pelosi had this to say about the warming of the planet. Quote, "It wasn't caused by the people of Greenland. It was caused by the behavior of the rest of the world." Now, is what she's really saying is that it's America's fault? Republican strategist Karen Henready says yes, but Chris Miller of Greenpeace disagrees and says the House Speaker is on a very important mission. Karen, first to you. Now, you bristled a bit when you heard the Speaker's comments. Why?
Well, first of all, I'm not quite sure if she's that concerned about global warming, why she's vacationing in Greenland. That is not where the problem is. If she was really serious, she would go on another diplomatic mission like she did to Syria not long ago and travel to China. China is about to overtake the United States in global warming emissions, and that's largely a result of this economic success that they're seeing in that country. But she's right, it's not Greenland's fault, but there are other areas of the world where she should be focused if she's really serious.
So, Chris,
about
why
this.
isn't she talking about China or India? These are the real sources of the problem. They're just going to get worse as we're getting a little bit better.
In fact, David, the real problem is with the U.S. We are the single largest emitter of global warming pollution on the planet. China and India are closing. But let's also understand that both China and India have signed on to the Kyoto Protocol. They are a part of the international process that's moving towards solutions here. And really, frankly, America wins when we solve global warming. We create jobs, we clean up the environment, and we can lead the world towards
but
global
why,
warming
Chris,
solutions.
again, why not specifically single out those countries as China, as you say, they're not quite up to our level because they're not as industrialized, but clearly they're on the way to surpassing us very quickly?
Because the U.S. has to lead. The U.S. must maintain a leadership role on this issue. We have, as you know, in 2000, President Bush ran on a platform of supporting the international process on global warming.
Right.
He went back on that pledge after he was elected.
But, Karen, he spent a lot of money on global warming research, hasn't he?
Let's talk about the money he spent. Let's see, $44 million for wind technology, $2 billion for to research clean coal technology, millions of dollars for solar energy. In 2003, in his State of the Union address, he talked about hydrogen-fueled cars. In his last State of the Union, he had this biorefinery initiative where we have homegrown fuels. There are a lot of alternatives. I think what this comes down to is a political...
Throwing around billions of dollars is not the answer here. The science is real clear that what we need to do if we are to stop global warming is to cap emissions in this country.
We got a break now. More right after this.